Hey cuties, I am Lanikia and you are watching my summer series, Let's Take a Look Back, where we look back at a classic moment in soap history and we just dissect it. You guys can get in the comments, tell me what you think. Do you remember the moment? Is it something that you watched later on? Is it a couple that you still like? And tell me any suggestions for your favorite moments. All right, let's get into this one. It comes from General Hospital, and it is when Brenda finds out about the death of Lily. All right, let's take a look back.
And after what you told me today, I feel for him. I really do. But people around Sonny die.
Oh, Brenda! My God, where have you been? I have been calling you and why are you carrying her?
We got married.
Married.
Yes, we've been married for 6 whole glorious days. Are you going to congratulate us?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You got what you wanted?
We both got what we wanted.
Well, I usually do. As long as you're okay.
I'm better than okay.
I wish you happiness.
Oh. Well, yeah, happy, aren't we?
Uh-huh.
So how did this happen? I mean, where did it happen? Why weren't we invited?
We got married in Greece.
It was a small private wedding.
On Jack's yacht. It was so cool. And then he took me to Alaska to meet his parents. I hung out with Mr. and Mrs. Jacks. My in-laws, you know. Isn't that weird? They were really nice to me, and I don't know, I kind of felt like I was part of the family by the time I left. Okay, obviously something's wrong. What?
Come here, it's down.
Is it Sonny?
He's alive. But there was an explosion.
Brenda. Lily's dead.
So there was an explosion? Yeah, a car bomb. They were at Luke's celebrating. Pregnant.
I know.
Sonny had bought champagne for the house. Everyone was drinking. Sonny had been drinking a lot, and so Lily insisted on driving the car.
Sonny's car?
Yes. Jason saw the whole thing. So Lily climbed into the Jag. He said that there was no way she could have known.
But Sonny was okay, right? He was still in the club?
He was actually outside the club. It happened right in front of him. Luke said he went crazy. But by the time he came in, he was not there.
Oh, God.
They're pretty sure it was meant for him. Not many people try to kill a school teacher.
I have to go to him.
He's at the penthouse, but he's in really bad shape.
I have to go to him.
Now, Brenda, I don't think that you really want to go.
I have to go to him. Now, I need to borrow somebody's keys. So, does someone have a car that I can borrow?
Borrow my car. Please.
Thank you.
I'll pick it up at the hotel. Just leave it in my spot. The valet will know.
Please understand.
Do whatever you have to.
I'll see you soon.
So, child, listen. Okay, y'all. So, Lily, I love the character of Lily. She loved Sonny and she was protecting him because I'll never forget when the police were raiding his place and she hid the evidence because he was sitting there like, oh my gosh, I didn't have enough time. And she told him, don't worry, everything's okay. And he realized that she had hid the evidence for him and everything, right? So anyways, Lily was in love with Sonny, but he really was in love with Brenda. And so unfortunately for her, because he did marry her and everything because he was getting pressure from her dad. She was pregnant. There was a lot of moving pieces to this. And I think Sonny was just like, I can do this for right now. He did want to be with Brenda, but he was just like, okay, we can do this for right now. Unfortunately, her dad was real upset about all this. So even though he married Lily, he still, this is Lily's father, he still wanted to take Sonny out. And so that's why the car, it was the explosion of the car, because he was trying to take Sonny out, but Lily just happened to drive that night because Sonny had drank too much, because they were celebrating, everything, and they were having a baby. And so because of that, that's why Lily got in the car and she ended up, you know, being unalived because of that. So Sonny is feeling guilty. Now, Brenda knew that Lily was pregnant, and this is one of the reasons that it pushed her on over there to Jax. So that's why you see the look on Jax's face whenever, they were like, Lily is pregnant, and she said she knew, and Jax is like, oh, okay, I see. Because he's realizing what it was. But Jax and Sonny had this weird thing where they just, women went back and forth between them. You know what I mean? It was just like that. Plus, Jax felt like he was better than Sonny. Here he is, this clean cut. And when I say clean cut, because Sonny's very clean cut as well. But I mean, he doesn't dabble in that world that Sonny's in. And I actually like Jackson's brother Jerry better. But anyways, he doesn't dabble in that world. And so he's like, everything's legit. I'm good. Like, why would you want him over me? Like, why do I always have to compete with this man for these women? But they like the bad boys. And so I think Brenda she did care for Jack. She did love him. She cared for him. But her heart was always with Sonny. And so that's why when Ned and Lois tell her about what's happened to Lily, she has to go to him. She has to make sure he's okay. She has to see him for herself. She has to be the one to comfort him. And it just showed how deep their love was. She is 6 days into her honeymoon phase, and hearing this news, she has to go to him to make sure he's okay. And so that's why she's like, give me the keys, and telling Jax, she's like, you gotta understand this. And Jax doesn't say he understands. What he tells her is, do what you have to do. And it is, she tells him, I'm coming back. I'll be back. I'll see you soon. I'll be back to you. But I gotta go check on this man. Do you know what kind of a pill that is to swallow for the woman that you've been in this bliss with for the last 6 days, happily married, thinking everything is all good, to one find out, well, why did you really come to me? Or did you come to me because you were upset because you found out Lily was having Sonny's child? And now when you find out this tragic news that's happened to him, you're leaving me, your husband. We just got back into town, and you're leaving me to go run towards him. It was a lot to swallow, but it was good. Let's keep going.
The portrait is beautiful. Yeah, I think so. You're the first person to mention it. Everybody else just walks in here and pretends it's not there. Like she never existed. Like this is all about me. You ever thought of killing yourself?
Yeah. Every day for a month. Laura disappeared. I searched for her and I tried hard to believe that she was still alive, but finally I gave up. After that, there wasn't anything left.
Why didn't you do it?
The next 5 minutes. I lived my life 5 minutes at a time. And the minutes turned into days and months. And eventually I found her again.
Good for you. How's Laura?
Are you just being polite or do you really want to know?
Just asking.
She's free.
You're not happier.
Well, I'm not happier because I know who did it.
You want them dead?
No. I'd have already killed him. I think it's worse living with it. No, I got all the proof I need. This is the kind of thing I handle myself. I don't need to call in any favors.
Please leave a message for Sonny or Lily and we'll call you back. Talk to you soon.
Sonny? Hi, listen, I'm sorry to bother you. This is Bobby Jones, but I'm looking for Luke. Luke?
Bobby, I'm here.
Oh, hi. I'm glad you're still there. Listen, I'm in ER. Luke has a fever. And Laura and I thought it would be a good idea for Simone to take a look at her.
I'm on my way.
What?
Lulu's in the hospital. I'm sure it's nothing. She gets these ear infections all the time. Laura's kind of an anxious mother, so...
Go, man. Go be with your family.
Yeah, I'll call you.
Sonny, it's me. Sonny, come on, I know you're in there. Sonny, please.
The portrait is beautiful.
All right, guys. So now we see that Luke is just um, comforting Sonny. So Luke and Sonny were actually really good friends. They were business partners and everything, and he's comforting him. Especially, I believe this is around the time when they were dealing with Frank, I believe. But that's what it is. He's just comforting him and letting him know, like, I know this is tough, and I'm not gonna pretend like, because he commented on how beautiful the portrait of Lily was, and he's like, you're the only person who does that. Everyone acts like, she's not there, and like this is all about me. But Sonny is just feeling guilty because he knows his part in this. Like, if he had genuinely just loved Lily and pretty much did what her father wanted, like, she would still be alive. And he thought that if I just marry her, do right by her and all of this, her father will leave us alone, because he couldn't possibly want me dead if I do right by Lily, if I marry her and we have this baby and everything. But unfortunately, that is not what ended up happening. All right, guys, so let's move on to this next part, because Luke actually ended up having to leave because Lulu was sick.
6 days?
So now we see Jack sitting there by himself, because he was like, well, for 6 days I was married and we were happy, and it was no Sonny involved. It was no one else involved. And I had Brenda to myself. Unfortunately, it was only 6 days, and here she goes running right back to Sonny, as usual. But Jax, you knew how this girl really felt. like with the soaps, I pay no mind to them getting all emotional about stuff. Like, you knew how she really felt about Sonny, and he realizes at this point that she'll always have those feelings. She always will. All right, guys, let's move on.
I came as soon as I heard. So sorry. It shouldn't have happened.
I told her I was going to protect her. I did a hell of a job.
Sonny, it's not your fault.
Yeah, it was.
Shh. It's all right.
No,
It's okay.
he was trying to kill me.
Her father?
I backed out of a deal. So he had no choice but to come after me. That's the way it works in my world.
Lily's dead because of us.
No. You're not listening. You were in. Me walking away from her was my crime, or maybe I'm wrong. Okay, maybe just loving me. She died for nothing more than that.
If that's true, I know she wasn't sorry. She loved you. She had you for a little while. Yeah, she knew that you chose her in the end. And I know that meant everything to her.
I broke every promise I ever made to her. I used her love, and then I killed her.
That's not true.
Yeah, it's true,
No.
okay? I was gonna leave her. Right? And the funny part about it was, I was counting on her to save me. I convinced myself Rivera's not gonna kill the man his daughter loved. And even though I knew if I deserted her, she would always love me and protect me. I guess that's what you call arrogance. I don't know, it's like, I met a girl in a park one day. 2 years later, she dead. Because of me.
Come here.
Duh.
Come here.
Oh.
So Brenda does end up running over to Sonny's, and at first it didn't look like he was going to let her in, but he does eventually let her in. And of course, he's guilty. He feels guilty. He realized how much Lily loved him, and he wished that he had not come into her life, because had he not, she would still be alive. But she was this sweet person, and on some level he did love her, but he just didn't love her like he loved Brenda. And so with everything going on with her dad, and him backing out of the deal, not because he loved Brenda. But Lily still loved him. She was still pregnant by them. She was still married to him. Everything, I believe they were married. Yeah, they were married. Everything was going how it should have, to for him to try to protect himself as well, because as he was saying, I thought, how you gonna kill me? I'm Your daughter is happy because she got what she wanted, which was me. But that man said, that's not how it goes, and you know it. So unfortunately, Lily again was the one to die, but Maurice Bernard did a wonderful job in this scene, or whatever, just portraying the depths of Sonny's guilt and grief in this, because on a level he did love her, and he felt so horrible that she died because of her love for him, because if he had just left her alone, none of this would have happened. And but Brenda was trying to tell him it doesn't matter. Lily loved you, and no matter what time she had with you, she was happy with that time because she did care for you so much. But anyways, that was Take a Look Back, the summer series. You guys tell me what you think in the comments. If you have anything to say, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next week for another edition of Take a Look Back, a series. I don't know which soap I'll be doing, but every week I'll be doing a different soap. Probably not Young and the Restless though. I just don't watch it. I don't enjoy that soap, so I don't watch it. But between Bold and the Beautiful, maybe even another soap that's not airing anymore, we'll be taking a look back. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.